Welcome to Flyshikis TV. My name is Flood, the Alkaline Investor. And here we have today the one and only Billy Carson. How you doing today?
Thank you. Hey, fantastic, man. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Awesome, man. Yeah, no, it's definitely our pleasure. It's definitely our pleasure. So if you don't mind, man, I want to dive right in. I got a lot of stuff I want to ask. I'm a big fan of yours. And I really look up to you and consider you like one of the OGs in the game when it comes to, passing out this real information and this real life-changing knowledge that we should all be trying to soak up. So
thank you, man.
You're welcome. You're welcome. What role do you think that, or how much of an impact do you think that women had in these ancient civilizations?
Yeah.
Maybe even not that ancient, even if you want to go more recent into maybe the Candace Queens or anything like that. Just what type of role or what type of position do you think that women played for the most part in these ancient civilizations?
When you look into the ancient civilizations, what you find is that there were key periods in different kingdoms around the entire planet where women played a huge role and brought that feminine energy balance that was missing and needed. You had Hatshepsut in the dynastic era of Egypt that really brought this level of balance. She achieved so many great things and brought this feminine energy that was missing for quite some time. And even though she had to play the role, she had to always depict herself as a man. And she would, her story was that one of the gods, her father was one of the gods. It wasn't a human. And that's how she was able to parlay herself into kingship after her husband died. But she ruled for about 20 years and she did a phenomenal job. She brought great energy to the region. She achieved a lot of things with agriculture and things like that. And she even had some conquering wars that she had to lead. And she kept the region safe. And she just did a phenomenal job. You had Wu Zaitan in China, another Asian goddess that ruled with power and leadership and feminine energy. You had Queen Sedonic of Korea. These all were huge dynasties that were ruling in kingdoms all over the planet. You even had indigenous people. You had the Mayan kings and queens. There was so many queens that were ruling in ancient times. There was one, I'm trying to remember the name of this one. There was one in Maya, Kalamuti. Kalamuti was a Mayan queen that almost achieved the same exact things that Hatshepsut had achieved in Egypt. It's almost like, were they even the same person? It was almost identical, their entire kind of process to ruling and managing the area and all the achievements that they did were very, very similar. And so, they played a huge role. And what's missing right now in today's society is the feminine energy. Look at the state of the world. Look at the current era now. Look at all the wars that have gone on in the Middle East and everywhere else, and all the wars that America has propagated around the planet and some other countries have been involved in as well and still going on right now. All these decisions have been made predominantly by men, okay?
Sure.
There's no feminine input into any of these decisions. And so you can see where the balance is off. You must have balance. And right now the balance is severely off. More evidence of this, if you go to Egypt and you see how the feminine energy has been suppressed now for hundreds of years, you look at the women can't even show their face. They must be fully covered. They have no say-so. They have no input. They have no rights. And so, but look at the area. If you go to Cairo, it looks like a gigantic bachelor pad. Everything is dirty. Everything is filthy. The buildings are all one color. There's no plants. There's no flowers. It looks like a bachelor pad. There's no feminine energy there. You can see the evidence of it is missing. And so we need to find that balance again as a society on this global planet, not just in one country, but globally. At some point, we need to find that balance again.
For sure, man. And I would 100% agree. I think that maybe like patriarchy has kind of taught men to believe that it's the best way for things to go. Whereas I feel like that there always should be some sort of balance. I think that regardless of whatever needs to happen, or whatever the communication is about, there has to be some sort of balance of that feminine and masculine energy for sure.